For decades we have worshipped the Super Bowl. We have seen amazing feats of athleticism, seemingly defying the laws of physics. But after expert analysis, physics emerges champion. It seems every trick in the physics playbook has been played out time and time again. Quite the contrary, for beneath the macroscopic game so deemed the Super Bowl lies the Nanobowl.
This is Nano Fermi Particle Football Segment.
Good evening, nation. Welcome. With just nanoseconds before the big game, temperatures are rising. Electrons are getting excited, and neutrinos are getting ever closer to the intangible speed of light. To recap this action, we turn now to our senior correspondent, Cornelius Schweinsteiger.
Thanks, Steve. What a tournament's been. 12 teams, 10 games. Let's get right to it.
The Nanobowl kicked off with a bang as hydrogen atoms face off against their deadly antimatter counterpart, anti-hydrogen. Hydrogen is the crowd favorite. If they win here, they'll take on their nuclei, the protons, and the Whoa! The action has already begun! As the particles collide, it seems they are producing some sort of fiery... I'm getting word now that they're gamma rays! Wow! Both teams annihilated. The commissioner weighs in.
Since no member of either team survived, I see no other option than to have no winner. Therefore, the Protons will advance to the semifinals unchallenged.
Now, to the other wildcard game, gold versus alpha particles, a classic rematch of the Rutherford experiment.
Gold has a size advantage here, roughly 100,000 times the size of their opponent. But the alpha particles can't be stopped, our expert Sunny Day explained.
Thanks, Cornelius. Let's analyze this matchup. Basically what this formula is telling us is that because of the high velocity of the alpha particles, the scattering angle will be relatively small, and gold has no chance in this game.
Other highlights from the day, Buckminster fullerene C60 falls to diatomic oxygen, and water emerges over sodium chloride, but not without battle wounds. Now H2O must continue the competition, carrying the weight of Na plus and Cl minus ions.
Meanwhile, the arguably favorite bosons took on diatomic oxygen. Bob Linalges with the recap.
Indeed, Steve. It was below Lambda Point here at Lambeau Field. So cold, in fact, that oxygen froze. The bosons, however, with their packer capabilities, fell to their lowest energy level and became a superfluid. The zero viscosity immediately took over as they flowed across the entire field. What a victory.
An impressive performance by the bosons. Thanks, Bob. In other games, the quick and ghostly neutrinos beat the alpha particles and will take on the well-rested protons in the semifinals just moments away. Also, electrons took on the contaminated H2O and, aided by the increased conductivity, flowed right through them into the next round. We go now to Cornelius live at the field.
There was only one story in this semifinal matchup: no defense. It seems the neutrinos are incapable of interacting with their opponent. A back and forth volley and, oh look, a tie! That means sudden death OT. The coin flip, and protons win the toss and elect to receive. One play later, and they did it! Protons advanced to the finals of Nanobowl X to the negative IX.
A tremendous job by the protons. Let's hear now from Bob, who was at the other semifinal match.
Hello, Steve. The semifinal here was less epic than the match between protons and neutrinos. You see, the boson's unpredictable properties meant certain demise for this matchup, as they exhibited superconductivity. The electrons used a strategy identical to the one they used against H2O, and easily took the victory.
So the big matchup, the classical duel between the protons and electrons. The finals are about to begin, so let me remind everyone what's at stake.
Not only will the winners receive the title of most powerful particles, they will also receive the world's biggest trophy. While the smallest components of the trophy are large but perceptible 2 microns long, they are only pigments of a massive 12mm football field.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the finals of Nanobowl X to the negative IX between the protons and the electrons. Get on your feet! Get up, get up, get up!
And the particles take the field at the Nano Championship. But wait, what's this? As the protons and electrons collide, they undergo electron capture to form neutrons and neutrinos. What an unexpected outcome! Neutrons win! Nano Champion!
Mr. Neutron, how does it feel to be champion? Oh, it feels great! It feels really great! I never thought I'd be here. We were 1-15 to the regular season, and yeah, this is amazing! I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank the neutrinos for conserving the lepton number. I'd like to thank the electrons, the protons. I'd like to thank you for interviewing me. I'd like to thank all of you who tuned in to watch Nanobowl X to the negative IX.